Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know?
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Raquel.
I'm Jake.
And this is Don't You Know? So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but our last episode was supposed to be uploaded Monday morning, and it hasn't been. It should be by the time this one comes out. But it did get uploaded to YouTube, so if you listen to us on YouTube, you were able to get it before everyone else on the podcast.
It was a YouTube exclusive. Spin it off as a positive.
Yeah, it was a YouTube exclusive. Let's see, what have we got going on? Podcast updates. Let's see. I don't know if we've mentioned North Carolina as a state, but we have that as a possible new state listening.
Cool, nice, welcome aboard.
And I'm in shocked because as of right now, for the month of April, Georgia is in the lead for most downloads.
Yeah, that's right. You better believe it.
By only one.
We've been doing some real rallying down here. We had the Don't You Know con the other day. No, I'm just kidding. We had to cancel it because of Corona.
So I said that we would do this sometime last month, that maybe we should do it every month, every once in a while, which is wrong answers only. So we'll do that a little bit right after we finish doing our little intros. Let's see. Updates from me. I got a new game called Animal Crossing, which we're going to do a little bit because I don't have too much. So I'm going to do media and kind of what's going on in my life. So you do Animal Crossing. I've been playing that like crazy because I just got my Switch. And I have my back all sore because I've been doing the fitness boxing as well.
Oh, very good.
And I am now only working 3 days a week, so I have even more time to play Animal Crossing. And I should have more time to get our podcast coming out faster. Also more time to hopefully do maybe Rocky Doesn't Game. Maybe not for Animal Crossing, but for some other games. We'll see, because Animal Crossing kind of has taken over my life. So I don't know how much extra time I actually have.
As it does. I mean, that's what it's there for, is to assimilate people.
And I think the only other thing I have for media-wise is I rewatched Static Shock, and I've only watched like 4 episodes of it, and I'm kind of like watching it, I'm going, wow, like, did we actually used to talk like that? And 2, why in the world did I like this show so much? Because it is so like boring and stupid.
Oh, is it not? It doesn't hold up? I remember it being pretty good, but I haven't seen it in so long.
Well, I've only watched the 4 first episodes, and a lot of times series like don't work out very well the very first few episodes, and maybe you like the show so much because you started watching it in like the middle of the series.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those shows that you can start off in the middle and you'll be okay.
I don't ever remember watching it like front to back for the plot. It was always just on and we'd put it on. You're talking about the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day.
So I'm wondering if maybe it gets better in the later, and that's why it was so popular. Not so much for its very beginning.
I've been hearing a lot of people saying that we need a Static Shock live action movie, and that's one that would be pretty cool. That
would, as long as they update the dialogue, because I'm sorry,
I'm sure they would.
It's so ridiculous. Like, oh my god, I think
it was always over the top, though.
Oh my god, it's so sad. It's just like, oh my god, I hurt listening to this because I feel like we probably did used to talk like that. Because I would have noticed it so much worse as a kid if they're talking like this. I was like, why are they talking like that? But I didn't notice it, so obviously that means we did talk like that to an extent.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, I feel embarrassed for myself.
It's probably just you. I don't remember it at all.
And, let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it for me. What about you? Media and your life update.
We've been watching a lot of Supernatural recently. That's been
I still have yet to see a single episode.
It's pretty good. We just have it on as like side kind of stuff. Deanna's watching it more seriously than I am. It's pretty interesting. I'll walk by. They got some gnarly effects in there sometimes. Like pulling people's teeth out. It's pretty nasty stuff. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I've also been
That's funny.
Yeah, it's got some funny parts to it too. Also playing more Apex. I finally got I've been doing pretty well in it. I won't go into details because I've been playing so much. There's just so much good stuff. But there's also bad stuff too. Like I won one match and got 1,500 points or whatever. It was just tearing people up. and then we win, and then immediately the next match I'm like the first guy to get killed, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh.
So it's ups and downs, but the goods are really good. The bads are pretty bad.
Okay.
Also been playing Terraria, which is kind of a weird one for me. Never really thought I'd like it, but it's pretty fun. It's like Minecraft, but side scroller. I don't really like side scrollers, but it's different. It's something new to play around with. And that's all I really got.
Okay. Well, let's do our wrong answers only, because that's kind of fun. And
Okay.
so we'll both do 5.
Okay, remind me the rules of this, and for any listeners that haven't heard the first one.
Yeah, perfectly fine. So one of us will ask a question. It could be, let's not be like, I guess, easy kind of questions. What color is the sky? Or like, is this count as a question or something like that? And so basically we ask a question, and then the other person has to give only a wrong answer. So it'd be like, I don't know, let's not do this one, but it'd be like, what is your name? And it'd be like, Luke Skywalker or something like that.
Okay.
Completely wrong.
All right.
You have to try to come up with the wrong answer as quick as possible.
Okay. But that means you got to ask the questions as quickly as possible too.
Well, I feel like the questions aren't as big of a deal, because if we try to come up with the questions quicker, we're not going to come up with as good of questions. But the answers will be funner if you have to think of only a wrong answer as quick as possible. Because the first thing that comes to mind is the correct answer. And so
Right.
then you have to try to completely think of something completely different. Okay, are you ready, Jacob?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm still thinking of questions to ask. I'm going to have a hard time with that, but with the magic of editing, it'll seem like I'm really on my game.
Yeah, and also, like I said, we'll have more time. Like, that one doesn't have to be as fast. So, okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, what is your favorite video game?
My favorite video game is Fortnite. Easy. I get that chicken dinner all the time.
Okay. Why do trees grow?
Trees grow because they are actually rocks growing hair. And so anytime you see a tree, there's a big boulder underneath and it's just sprouting up hair.
Okay. What is the best thing to do while quarantine?
The best thing to do while you're quarantining is to go to the movies because there's nobody there. And so you just go out there and you get the whole theater to yourself. It's really nice.
Okay. So that's 3. Okay. 2 more. How do you make the color green?
The color green it's actually a tertiary color, and it's made by mixing purple. You actually have to subtract blue from purple.
Oh, makes sense, Jacob.
And that gives you green.
Okay. And then the last one. What's the closest country to the United States?
The closest country to the United States is going to be Antarctica. It's right up there.
Makes
It's
sense.
on the border. And yeah, it's a stone's throw. Cool.
Sounds good.
That's easy.
Okay. Yeah, your turn.
All right. I've got
Mine
some...
probably aren't going to be as good as Jacob, just forewarning. He's pretty good
It's all right.
on the fly
Hopefully
stuff.
I'll ask the right questions for you. All right, I've
Okay.
decided to look up some categories to help me along with my questions. So, first category is going to be psychology because I know you're a psych major. What's your worst fear?
My worst fear is falling from the sky and all of a sudden flying.
And all of a sudden, knowing how to fly. I know that would terrify me. Okay. What two teams? What sport? This category is sports. What is the name of the championship football game that's played in the United States every year?
Oh, that one's easy. It's called March Madness.
Oh, nice. Good one. Yeah, you're exactly right. Thank you for that. We have a geography question, kind of like you had. What is the capital of Mexico?
The capital of Mexico? Oh, that is easy. It's Tokyo.
Oh, you're exactly right. Spot on. And I love some good Mexican Tokian cuisine. Okay, this one's pop culture. Who played Aladdin in the recent Aladdin? No, who played the genie in the recent Aladdin film?
Oh, let's see. Oh, man. That actor, what is his name?
He's in a lot of movies.
It is, yeah, he is. It's wasn't it Donald Trump? I think it was Donald Trump.
Yeah, with his son Jaden Trump.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
I
Okay.
think so. Mhm.
And the last category is going to be slogans and businesses. What is the slogan for McDonald's?
Just do it.
Nice, good one. Other burger joints are available.
Just do it, just buy some burgers.
Just buy a number one. Nice. Okay,
Just
that's all we got.
eat it.
You got a 0 out of 5. You lose. Worst
I
trivia
got a
ever.
0 out of 5. I should have done just eat it. That would have been better.
Just
oh,
eat
well.
it. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, guys. So, there you go. A little fun. Wrong answers only. Okay, so today, based off the title, of course you see it's about pickup lines. So, how are we doing for that? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few don't you knows for pickup lines. Not really many. I think I have like 2 and then 1 discussion. Mostly what this topic we're going to be doing is actually giving pickup lines that we either got from friends or family or even off the internet. So, should we do all of those last, Jacob? Or should we go ahead and like do don't you know and do maybe a pickup line or kind of mix it up? I'm thinking we should do all the pickup lines just last.
Yeah. I don't have too many from friends and family because of self-isolation. I haven't seen too many people.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
that's why I said off the internet as well.
I do have
she said she had some too.
And I got a couple categories as well. I'm into categories today. But my
I could
trivia
tell.
categories and my pickup line categories.
Yeah. So do you want to do all those last then? And just do a couple don't you knows and maybe a discussion?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So I guess the very first question is, have you ever used a pickup line, Jacob?
Have I ever used a pickup line like as an opener? No. But as like a joke within a conversation? Yes. But
nah, I meant more as an opener.
Usually that's not my go-to. I feel they're too staged. Okay. My humor is more situational. I like to just make like jokes about the things that are happening. So pickup lines, too rehearsed, too cheesy. They don't really show what you're worth, you know? You could have Googled that. But they are pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, actually, that does kind of lead to one of my don't you know, which is don't you know, have it represent you. I feel like if you do want a pickup line to actually land, it has to kind of represent you, and also don't you know, be original. So for example, what I mean by that is like if you're nerdy, then have like a nerdy pickup line. If you're into sports, have like a sports pickup line. Kind of something that shows who you are.
Yeah.
But of course, like I said, be original. If it's something that's like used all the time, then it's not gonna land either. So if a pickup line was used on me, I feel like the only way it would land would be if it was original and it was something that kind of like caught my interest kind of thing. Like it was something about like anime or like video games that I do know or something like that. Something that I actually have an interest in.
If you walk up to a girl and you say, "Are you the square root of -1?" Because you can't be real.
See, I would like that. That's funny. I like that, and it's a math joke, and I get it.
And then somebody else comments, "Well, you could say I is." Is I for imaginary number?
Yeah. That one doesn't
land
as well as the room.
That one's too geeky.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have for questions and don't you knows. Like I said, very, very few. Mostly what I have is examples. Do you have any don't you knows or discussions?
I have kind of a discussion for you. So,
yeah.
We've talked before about like how hitting on people depends on kind of has something to do with attractiveness. What if somebody is like a little below, you know, your what you're looking for? They'd normally be a no, but they got a really good pickup line. Would that bump them up a point?
Okay, so as long as it's only like below what I would expect,
he's not ugly, but he's got a weird like face thing.
Like it would have to be. There are certain things that I would be like, no, definitely not, which is like teeth and stuff like, and smell and stuff like that. But if it's not like
you fix teeth, like you can cover smell.
Yeah, but if you're like trying to hit on girls and those aren't already fixed, then that's a problem. But if it's like none of my like definite no's, I can't even like. There's a different name for it, and I can't even think of what it is right now. And he had a really good pickup line, then I would think, yeah, this has not happened, but I would think yes.
Nice. What if he came up and he was like, "Sorry, I'm more cuddly than usual. I have a vitamin U deficiency."
No, that one's not a good.
That was a miss.
It kind of is too close on the creepy side. You have to be careful. You can't
It is a little creepy, and that brings up a line too. So it's like if they're okay, like I'm saying, I've only ever used pickup lines in a conversation. So like I feel like you have to kind of get a bit of a grasp of understanding of the person before you drop one, especially if they're going to be risque or kind of a little weird, you know. Because if you know the person and you play that angle and you do something that's pretty funny and it's like, wow, really, then that can hit pretty hard in a good way.
It also really just depends. Like I think risque like pickup lines can work, but only in the extent that you're only looking for someone to have a one-night stand and they're only looking for a one-night stand. For me, that's not what I look for. So for me, that's too much. I don't think so. So it also just depends. So don't you know, when you use a pickup line, like, you also have to know what your intent is before deciding which one.
Right. I like ones that are kind of going back to personal ones. I like ones that are like more made up on the spot. Like while you're like if you got a pickup line and it's like something about their outfit, that proves that you can't just Google it. Like, oh, what's a pickup line about a red dress? Maybe you can. Maybe you should do that. Get your recon.
And that goes also back to being more original. If you make it up on the spot and using the environment that's going on at the moment, then you're also going to be more original and you're also going to stand out more. So, anything else? Or do you want to go ahead and go right into our ones that we have?
I'm afraid this might be a short one.
Yeah, I figured it would be, and that's okay. Because I know with us having the quarantine, longer ones might be better because there's not anything else to do. Yeah. But we do have a lot of other longer ones, and I know we need definitely some more short ones because, I mean, there might be times where you don't have a lot of time to listen to an hour and a half podcast.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess we can get into
mix it up a little bit.
We can rate them as we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, what you got?
So a couple of these I've heard before. Some of them I haven't. So let's go ahead and do. I have two. No, I want to do those last. Okay, so here's one from my dad. And I figured my dad would have a lot, but I guess he was busy when I was texting him about it, so he only sent me one, which is, hey girl, can you fix my phone? Something's wrong with it. And then, of course, he'd be like, well, what's wrong? And then, oh yeah, sorry, then, he would say, oh, I, like, completely messed up the punchline.
Yeah, you're definitely getting this girl's number here.
Your number's not in it. Sorry, it's because, like, he, I guess, got distracted, and so I wanted to make sure that was the next part, because I have heard this before. Oh, yeah. And so I wanted to make sure, and I was like, is there a second part? And he was like, oh yeah, when she says what's wrong, then you say, blah, blah, blah. So I, like, was reading off his next text, and I was like, oh, wait.
Oh, I gotcha.
This wasn't the punchline. That's why I messed it up, because I was like, oh, wait, that's not right.
Man, bombing your punchline.
So you're supposed to say your number's not in it.
Nice.
Sorry, Dad, I completely messed up your pickup line. You should have sent it all in one text. That's your fault.
If he's listening, he's probably face-palming, going, wow. You're lucky
I'm a chick. I don't have to do pickup
you're
lines.
The recipient of pickup lines. You never get a date.
Aw.
No, just messing.
I have too much O-filled in me to not get a date.
That's a pretty good one. I like it. If you can, I think you can see it coming, so if they don't see it coming, it's pretty good. I'll give it a 5 out of 7.
I think if you were to say... I think one way to make it so that it's not as predictable would be maybe if you were to, like, drop your phone and be like, oh no, I think there's something wrong with my phone. Will you look at it?
You don't drop your phone.
Not look at it, but like, oh, I think there's something wrong with the phone. And be like, oh, what? You could be like, oh, what happened? Did it crack? You could be like, oh, no, your number's not in it.
Nothing comes across as the alpha male as dropping your phone in the middle of a bar.
Well, I don't know.
Hey,
fine
baby.
Then. But you wouldn't have to sit. You would just kind of like, maybe you would sit next to him at the bar and kind of dropped it on the table by accident or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you just like act like you're fiddling with it. I got one. I like these. This one takes a swerve. When I first laid eyes on you, I immediately signed up to be an organ donor. Do you know why? Because I want to give my heart to you.
Oh, I like that one.
It definitely takes a swerve.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think it did, but I guess for other people, it would.
Are you COVID-19? Because, baby, I don't want to have you. That's an anti-pickup line. Do you like those? They're like anti-jokes.
Oh.
So it's like you go up and you say, excuse me, do you have a pen? Then you'd better get back to it before the farmer notices you're gone.
Oh, dang.
Boom roasted.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that, about how the anti-pickup lines. I think those are kind of mean. Maybe on your friends. Friends only. Okay. This one's for my friend Daniel. Did it hurt?
Did what hurt?
When you fell down from heaven. Now, there is one where it's I have heard also, not to me at least, but I have, like, read about the anti-version of this, which is if they respond back, oh, when I fell from heaven, you can respond back, no, when you hit every single tree on the tree branch down.
Nice.
And then I have 2 more, and that's it. And these are 2 I haven't heard.
Has a guy ever walked up to you to tell you just how beautiful you are? They must have been much drunker than I am. Okay,
dang, Jacob, all you have is the anti-ones.
Yeah, I was on a website. That was pretty good.
Okay, so these last 2 that I have, they came from my coworker, Rosie. and they're both like ones that she translated from Spanish. So Spanish pickup lines.
Okay.
Woo, we're branching out there.
Nice.
I'm going to save this one for last because I really have not heard this, and I actually kind of like it. So this one, I would like to be a pillow so you can hug me every morning.
Wow. Really, you just lay your head on him and drool.
And then this last one, and then I'm done. I don't know, do you have a lot more, or do you only have a few more?
I can look up some more. I've sorted the r/pickup lines Reddit by hot. So I'm locked and loaded here.
You do a couple, and then I'll do this one, and then we'll finish off on a couple really, really good ones that you found. So save those really good ones for last.
Oh, they're all really
and give
good.
us a couple more.
I just got a bunch. You walk up, you say, hey, of all your curves, your smile is my favorite.
I like that one.
Is your name John? Because I've never seen a girl like you before. That's dumb.
What? I don't get that one.
John Cena, the wrestler.
Oh.
Do.
No, I didn't like that one.
That was pretty dumb.
Do one more, and then I'll do this one, and then we can end off on two good ones.
I was going to do this one, but it's very risque.
Well, it's on you. It's on you. Whatever you
Dang,
decide.
girl, are you climate change? Because you're really hot, but I don't see a future between us.
Oh. Okay, so here's this one, which is another one from Rosie that she translated from Spanish, which is all those curves and me without brakes.
Nice. I like that one.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
You can probably use it now.
Yeah, I will too.
Use it on your girlfriend.
Yeah, right after the smile one.
Okay, Jacob, two good ones, and we'll be done.
Two good ones for me? All right, let me scrub.
Make sure you read it first before you say it, so you don't do another John Cena one.
I did that one perfectly.
Well, you chose wrong then, because that was awful.
Hey, girl, are you a broken compass? Because I don't know where I was going with that one.
I like that one.
Sounds dumb.
But I liked it anyways.
Do you have a phone in your back pocket by any chance? Because that booty is calling me.
I like that one too. Well, unless you have another really good one, I'm done.
Did it hurt when you fell from the vending machine? Because you look like a snack.
I like that.
I like the snack memes. I think that's fun.
Okay, so are you ready? Are you done?
I got one. It's a phone conversation. This is the last one I got. It's a conversation. The guy says, "You're so hot." She says, "Okay." He says, "Did it work?" She says, "What?" He says, "My pickup line. Did it work? Do you like me now?" Then it says, "Speech 100." How to interact with women 101. That's perfect.
Nice.
All right, I'm done. That's all I got. I know two pickup lines. I'm not an expert here.
So, one of the reasons why I picked this topic was because I was thinking about it, and I don't remember what brought it up, but it made me start to think about how when we were in college, I can't remember, but I believe it was during the summer, and we decided to goof around. We were going to send each other pickup lines every day.
We around? I never did that at college.
Do you not remember that? We sent each other pickup lines for fun.
I do vaguely remember something like that. It was like we had to make them up, though. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, that would be fun to do a topic on that.
I do kind of remember that.
Yeah, I don't even remember why we decided to do that, but we're like, I think it was during the summer, and I think we were just both bored.
Probably like something on TV or some sort of movie or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was either. But I was like, let's just do each other pickup lines, creative ones every day. And then we only did that for I think we made it through a week and maybe 2 weeks. But after that, we were kind of like, I can't come up with any more.
Yeah, they get kind of the same. They get the same cadence to them. They get kind of samey.
I was hoping for a superhero pickup line, Jacob.
Superhero.
I know there's lots of Dragon Ball Z ones.
I'm racking my brain trying to make one up. I got nothing.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the back right now. Okay, well, thanks for listening to us, guys. Another really short podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this. And send us a tweet at don'tyouknowpod or send us an email at don'tyouknowpod@gmail.com, and you can give us some feedback. You can send us your own pickup lines. Jacob will read them off to his girlfriend and let you know how well they work. Perfect. Hey, you should call me Shrek because I'm head ogre heels for you. Okay, Jacob. You completely threw me off my whole outro into. Where was I at? And you can also send us some suggestions for topics. Obviously, send us a suggestion. We'll figure out something. I mean, we did one on pickup lines. We did one on numbers. Any suggestion? And we also ask that you please share us and subscribe and follow. And I think that's it. Until next time, guys. See ya.
See ya.